There is a door in my house that should not exist. I know that sounds like the beginning of every cheap horror story you have ever clicked on, but stay with me, because what I am about to tell you has been keeping me awake every single night for the past 3 weeks. It started when I moved into this old rental property on the edge of town. The landlord was weirdly specific during the walkthrough. He pointed to every room, every closet, every cabinet, but there was one door at the end of the basement hallway that he never mentioned once. Not once. And when I asked him directly, he just said it was a storage issue and changed the subject immediately. That was my first mistake. I let it go. For the first 2 weeks, nothing happened. The door looked completely normal. Old wood, brass handle, faint paint peeling at the edges. I tried the handle once on my first day, locked solid. I figured it was nothing and moved on. Then I set up a security camera in the basement because I kept hearing what sounded like shuffling down there at night. The footage from night 3 changed everything. At exactly 3:33 in the morning, the door opened by itself. Not dramatically, not slowly like some movie scene. It just clicked and swung inward about 6 inches. Then at 3:34, it closed again, and the timestamp was not a coincidence. I checked 4 more nights of footage, same time. Every single night. Now here is what actually unsettled me the most. It was not the door opening. It was what the camera picked up in that 6-inch gap. A faint light. Not from a light bulb, more like the kind of pale glow you see just before sunrise, coming from inside a room that I had assumed was just a bricked-up storage space. I called the landlord. He did not answer. I called again. Nothing. So I did what any reasonable person who has clearly never watched a horror film would do. I set my alarm for 3:29 in the morning and went down there myself. Standing in that basement hallway at 3:32, I want to be honest with you. Every single part of my body was telling me to go back upstairs. My hands were shaking. My breathing was completely off. The hallway felt about 10 degrees colder than the rest of the house. Then I heard it. Just before 3:33, a sound from behind that door. Not shuffling, not knocking, breathing. Low and steady, like something had been waiting there for a very long time. The handle clicked. The door began to move. And here is where the story gets complicated in a way I genuinely cannot explain to you yet, because I am still trying to understand what I saw on the other side of that door. What I can tell you is that whatever is happening in that basement follows rules, specific rules, and I think those rules are the only reason I am still here to make this video. Come back tomorrow. I will show you everything.